Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. In my lap, I'm just going to irritate her. I have a kitty. She's feeling very, well, I guess, affectionate because she's just been wanting to be in my lap a lot the past couple days. And so I picked her up and irritated her. She's not happy, but she's staying. Still, though, good morning. Welcome. I hope your day has been good. Probably just started. Well, that's if you're just watching this immediately after it goes public. I don't know when you're watching it, so I don't know what your day is like. But now, what the hell day is it? It's Monday? Oh, hokey smokes. It's Monday. The 9th of November. Here, I thought it was still Sunday. God, it showed me. Talk about being disconnected from the time stream. Anyway, though, for the Shelton, Washington weather, plague, rat, and spider report, the weather is, oh my God. It was cold last night. Super duper cold. I went out wearing a shirt, a t-shirt, my summer jacket. Oh, in fact, at one point I was walking past one store and there was ice on the water puddles that were there in the parking lot. Excuse me. Those are the only ice spots I found, though, but it was cold. Thank God it wasn't windy. But I went for a big walk up to Walmart, 3 miles there, 3 miles back, stopped off at Safeway, bought some sodas for my trip back. For when I got back today. So thumbs up on that. So that was the weather, cold, and it looks like it's going to be another sunny day. Through the trees, I can see the sky. Just tiny little spots here and there, but that's more than I usually see, so it's probably going to be another cold day. Thank goodness it wasn't windy. Now for the plague rat report, of course. I mean, when I walk by places, people aren't wearing masks inside. When I go to the store, they're sometimes wearing masks. I don't know how the theater is supposed to work, since you're supposed to wear a mask, but they still sell food at the concession stand, so. So, you know the plague rat report. You also know that in the United States, we are spiking out of control. And as I had mentioned, how we've become a permanent plague state. It's like, yeah, there's a pandemic around the world, but in the United States, it has now become endemic. There are at least 7. That's not a 7. There are at least 7 mutant strains of the Covfefe bug in the United States now. When you do get an effective vaccine, your antibodies last for like 36 days. And there's no way to get rid of this now unless we lock down. And that's not going to happen. So, it's here for good. We may well be a permanent plague state that no one ever lets come into their country again. Yay. But for the spider report, tiny spider down there is still doing well. Large spider up there in the corner, but they're not the type that the tiny body, long leg, spindly types, I don't really get attached to those. They're just spiders. It's the garden type spiders, like the one up at the top of the window frame and the one over in the corner. Those ones have more personality, and so I've got a parasocial relationship with those two over there, so it's a good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. The box has stayed in the window since the last time I put it back up there. So Amelia hasn't been able to torture the spider. Good thing, definitely. Past that, hokey smokes. Yesterday was such a day, and not in necessarily a good way. Normally, when I have just a video to edit for the second half of my day, what I do is I record, edit, render, upload my vlog, and then I've got hours, because it's 9 o'clock, and my next video doesn't go public until 3, so I've got like 6 hours to just spend. Usually I wait until 10 or 11, sometimes noon, to edit and render, and then I just try to get it live, public, before 3 o'clock. If it's after or before, that happens. I've sometimes been waiting to make it go public, gotten wrapped up and stuff, and then realized it was almost 4 o'clock. I went, oops, and then gone and made it public. Nope, kitty's on the floor. Goodbye, Amelia. So, yesterday, I make my morning vlog public, and then immediately, 8:45 or 10 to 9, 5 to 9, wasn't even 9 o'clock being the point, I started editing my second daily video. And so that was all done and rendered and ready to go like 11 o'clock in the morning. And at 11 o'clock in the morning, the day already felt like it had been like 14 hours long. And then by that time, I started having falling asleep problems. So in addition to the day feeling like it's 14 hours longer than it had been just 6 hours into the day, I'm continuously falling asleep and dragging myself back to wakefulness. And that makes the day seem so much longer. When I hit 3 o'clock, I'd been up for like 36 hours. Subjectively, of course. Objectively, I'd gotten up at like 4 that morning. So, no. But subjectively, the day had gone on for frickin' ever. Oh my God. So it was a joyous day yesterday. And I did go walkies in the cold, as stated, up to Walmart. And it is. Now, when I say, again, when I go walkies, I don't just go out for a leisurely stroll. No, I go out for exercise, moderate exercise. Mild exercise is X number of things you can do for X number per week, for minutes per week. Moderate exercise is you need to do 150 minutes of moderate exercise every week as a bare minimum. Now, moderate exercise can be and is perfect because it is good cardio, just walking, but you're not leisurely strolling, though that's good for you too. You need to be traveling at 4 kilometers per hour, 3 miles per hour. That's 100 steps per minute. You're moving. 3 miles per hour may not seem fast, but that's a mile every 20 minutes. I do that. And when I come up to hills, I have been conditioning myself for years. I don't slow down. If I'm going at 3 miles per hour, 4 kph, 3 mph on a flat plane, when I have to go up a hill, I push harder. So I continue going at 3 miles per hour up that hill. It doesn't matter how steep the hill is. I push and I continue at that constant speed as I go up the hill. And then when it levels off, I slow down to stay at 3 miles per hour. So I do the whole cardio thing. This is I lost control of my tongue entirely. For that 150 minutes of moderate exercise you should get as a bare minimum per week. Walking from my home to Walmart and back is 2 hours. That's 120 minutes right there. And I try to do that daily. If I'm not walking to Walmart daily, I'm walking around downtown daily. And I do travel up hills because downtown Shelton is in a valley. I live in southern Shelton in the hills, and northern Shelton is up here. So I have to go down into the valley through downtown Shelton and then up into northern Shelton to go to Walmart. And that's a climb of about 200 feet to get up out of the valley into northern Shelton at a bare minimum. I think it's around 200 and some odd feet. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. The last time I checked, I've forgotten the exact thing. So, and it's about a 200-foot climb into southern Shelton too. So I push. Thumbs up for that. I forgot to do this, of course. I can't find any of my poking sticks. I forgot to shut my door. My housemates are getting up. Oh boy, my housemates. When I get up in the morning, I am fully aware that there are other people that are trying to sleep. So if I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I am quiet as a mouse, quiet as I can possibly be. I try not to cough or sneeze or breathe deeply. I creep down the stairs because I am fully aware that there are people that are trying to sleep. When my housemates wake up, the coughing, hacking, and sneezing and thumping and crashing starts immediately. So when they get up, everybody gets up. Thumbs up. Anyway, though, so yeah, it's been exercise and moderate exercise and talking and yammering. I'm still thinking on my story stuff, trying to do the best that I can. And then, of course, trying to reconcile, because on the personal level, my cosmic horrors don't have, as I jump onto another subject, welcome to ADHD again. But I write about cosmic horrors, I think about cosmic horrors, I try to write, but I'm working on cosmic horror stuff and multiverse stuff and all this, and when it comes down to our level, you know, there's like the Lovecraft stuff, there's Cthulhu and Dagon and all that, but when it comes down to my characters and such, when it comes down to our level, the big monsters are up so high, they're like gravitational forces. You know, they're things that we can't deal with on a personal basis. When they want to interact with things on a universal level, what they do is they get a creature known as an Ong, and it is sent to that particular universe. It burrows into the reality of that universe it is into and lays 12 eggs. These eggs hatch, born knowing what they have to do, and they have a job to do. And then after they've done their job, as long as they do the job and then don't undo the job, their lives are theirs after that. Because they're not coming home, they were bred for a purpose. These Angokura, we're Gokura, they're Angoka. These Angoka are basically the Cthulhu type level monsters. In fact, Cthulhu would be one of the Angoka. Dagon and Angoka, all of those big heavy-duty Lovecraftian monsters are just Angoka. I mean, that's not a bad thing. They're still incredibly powerful. I mean, take a look at Lovecraft Cthulhu. It can like destroy our world without even thinking about it. And that's what the Angoka are. But I don't give them any particular individual names because they're individualized per universe. The Ong goes there, lays eggs, and they hatch, and then they're particularized for that universe. And since there are an infinite number of universes being calved at every moment in a multiversal thing, every time there is a decision to be made from the quark level up to our level, the universe splits. Excuse me. Which means every femtosecond, and there are more femtoseconds in 1 second than there have been regular seconds since the time the big dinosaurs died until today, 65 million years later. And every femtosecond, our universe calves an infinite number of universes. And then, of course, every femtosecond, those spawned universes calve. And then each femtosecond, each calved universe calves. There are an infinite amount of everything. So even latching on to one universe to try and tell stories as ours means nothing, because in the terms of the cosmic horrors, if they go into this one place in a span of like 5 minutes for them, 1 billion universes could spawn, mature, wither, and die. So, why give anything names? Aside from individualized stories, because after all, I do have a series where I told one story so far, and I want to continue with my one character of Tammy Bayman. So one day I'll tell more about her again, since it was like 2 years ago now I told her story. Good Lord. Still though, thumbs up. It's good to be creative. Politics. That part is... I watched a Jim Sterling, Jimquisition today. A couple of years back, he tried to do a non-political thing about video games, and so politics is everything, and so it was totally objective, like, this is a game, people play it, and then just as bland a statement as possible. So he tried to do current events about Activision, without being politics, until he got to the end when he just said, it can't happen because this is politics. Everything is politics. If you feel like there are no politics, that is because you happen to be privileged enough to be in the default section where politics are not affecting you. So yeah, he exploded at the end, and thank God. It was very good. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Afterward, I'm going to read as many as I can, thumbs up each one I do, answer as many as my executive dysfunction will let me do so. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count an American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember what my own name is. So we have Henby, thumbs up and thank you. There is Lee Simone, thank you very, very much. Tommy Nelson, good to see you. Carter G, thumbs up. Julia Z, thumbs up and thank you. Mr. Magic, greatly appreciated. Stealthy Donut, I like that name. And I hope they don't debug the worlds entirely. Edgar Alejandro Fernandez Duran, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. John is social, that's a good thing to be. Nugster, thumbs up. Harsh Rajesh, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Robert Sutherland, thank you very much. The Red Hourglass, actually I like that name very much. Mac, thumbs up and thank you. Ryan Trepanier, thumbs up and thank you. Elder Wolf 569, always good to see you in the comments, thank you much. Brooke Dillon, thank you very, very much. And Mike, thumbs up. We have Henry Giovanetto, thank you very, very much. Stephen Leone, greatly appreciated. And then we have Charles Roseman, thumbs up. Sean Villar, greatly appreciated. Ruby, thumbs up and thank you. We have Hot Ladies with Amazon, Hot Ladies, unfortunately because of the spelling, Hot Ladies with Anime Tighties Conspiracies. And then last but not least, Yak TV. Thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below, if you could check that out. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well. That would be very cool if you could check that out. It has things like cat food and hamster bedding. If you can check it out, that would be very awesome. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definite thumbs up. And of course, if you can hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Does it work? What does it do? No ideas. Thumbs up. Woo, out of breath. Anyway, though, I have this video here I need to record, edit, and render, so I'm going to be pretty busy today. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, since I seem to run out of stuff, the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment suffers from a surplus of scorn. Do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment. It is always ready, not eager, but ready to cast its scorn upon those it finds disappointing. Please do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment, for it suffers from a surplus of scorn. And of course, Black Lives Matter, damn it. Shouldn't even be a matter of contention. We shouldn't even be having the discussion, but we do, and they do, damn it. And justice for everyone that the jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs in police uniforms keep brutalizing and murdering American citizens on the streets and in their homes. Ugh. Please wear a mask. Wash your hands. Try not to touch your face. Practice your social distancing. Stay at home unless you have to go out. It sucks. It hurts. It's painful. But you gotta weather the storm before you can rebuild your house. Practice your self-care. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Stay safe, stay creative, and I will see you on the flip side.